ReefBum is sponsored by Bulk Reef Supply and Ecotech Marine. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. So in this video I want to talk about adjusting trace elements to fight cyanobacteria. But before I do that, if you want to help support the channel and pick up some SPS frags, you can do so at reefbum.com. And with that, let's get into the video. So I've been dealing with cyano in the display tank behind me, as well as the two frag tanks plumbed into that display tank for a while now. And the way I had been attacking that issue was to use good old-fashioned elbow grease, siphon out the detritus to try to limit the nutrients, the nitrates, and the phosphates, blow the cyano off the rocks with a power head, siphon out some of the cyano. And I had been making some progress, but back in the springtime, early summer, the cyano got a lot worse. And here's a video of the 75-gallon frag tank, one of the frag tanks, where you can see 2 months ago was a pretty good outbreak of cyano in that frag tank, versus present day, where you're not seeing a lot of cyano at all. And really, what I've been doing is going on the advice of Claude Schuhmacher from Fauna Marine, who believes that if you can adjust certain trace element dosing, get certain trace elements in line, in sync, that can help to eliminate cyano. And it seems to be working. I mean, not that all the cyano was not completely gone, but I think the progress that I've made over the last couple of months has really been very encouraging. So, I was very high in terms of my iron levels, iodine, cobalt, manganese, and nickel. You can see these charts were showing that I really did peak out for most of these elements back in that time frame I was talking about a few months ago. So Claude recommended that I stop dosing those trace elements. The way he was describing it to me is that, if you're dosing too much, then it can essentially be like over fertilizing your system. In iron, for instance, he said even if you're getting zero readings for iron, that there should be enough iron in the water column for the corals to thrive and be healthy. And he talks more about this in a recent live stream, and I'm going to put a link in the video description below about that. I really encourage you folks to watch that live stream. We go into detail in terms of adjusting trace elements to try to help eliminate cyanobacteria. So it's really been helpful to me. There's a really cool tool on the Fauna Marine website. It's a forecast tool. There's a forecast tool for diatoms, dinos, RTN, STN, as well as cyanobacteria. And there's some key elements that you see on this chart that I'm showing right here. This is my system present day. So if you're in the green on these levels, then that should be a good indication you're not going to see cyano in the future. So we're talking about iodine, bromide, fluoride, and this ratio of nitrates to phosphates. If that's like in the 100-to-1 ratio in that neighborhood, then you should be good. So, and another thing that I have been also doing is aggressively siphoning out the cyanobacteria the last couple of months. I've just been doing that every other day. I've also been utilizing the power head to blow off the cyano that I couldn't get in terms of siphoning. So this seems to be working for me. Like I talked about, I have not completely eliminated the cyano, but is certainly heading in the right direction. So I find this a fascinating approach to trying to address the cyanobacteria in my systems, and I'll just keep moving forward with it and keep doing the work. Ultimately, I did not want to use chemicals to solve this issue. So this is a neat alternative. Well, that's going to do it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Until next time, be safe and be well. Later.